Hello, everyone. My big problem for this course is the racism that occurs within equine sports. I am an avid horseback rider and own a horse of my own who I compete on in many different disciplines. Basically, I ride her in classes where we are judged on how easy she is to ride. We run barrels and poles, we rope calves, I show her on the halter, and we go to jumping competitions, all kinds of different things. I have been in many different types of competitions and have also taken instruction under many different trainers. Yeah, I've only seen four people of color. Two of these individuals were people I took lessons with years ago, and two are sisters I saw recently at a barrel racing competition. I always knew that there were not many people of color in the sport, but seeing how few people there were was shocking to me. When I had the opportunity to do a type of research project on a social problem I saw, I jumped on the chance to talk more and learn more about this issue. I am completing this discussion last in my week's work, so I have my systems for this big problem already written out. Within the microsystem, there are parents, siblings, and friends who can either defend the individual and their choice to go and show horses or can condemn them. And unfortunately, this happens a lot, both due to economic status and just because people are afraid that they're going to let their kids go to this sport and then they're going to get bullied. Um, in the mesosystem, we have our instructors, our show leaders, our judges, and the economic status of an individual. The three groups of people can make or break an individual's learning when it comes to horses, and economic status can cause an individual to not progress as much as others. In the exosystem, we have the local government who impacts the ideas of the community. We have different barns and show groups who will impact the competition and how they view the individual. And we also have mass media, which is a place where a lot of racism occurs, and people feel free to say things that are not likely to say in person. I've seen a lot of people that I do know uh, that are people of color, and I shouldn't say a lot, too. I have the two people that I knew when I was little, and they both have TikTok accounts, and they get comments about their race with their videos of them riding horses, and it happens more than we think it does, especially with this sport. In the macro system, we have the culture around showing horses, as many people are used to only seeing white people compete. And we also have the FEI, or the other horse associations. These horse associations do not make any movement to try and promote diversity within the sport, which is really disappointing. In the chrono system, we have growing up, which will change one's ability to be confident in themselves and to build themselves up within the community. And we have racism over time. The rest of the world has managed to get past segregation, and yet the horse world is still very exclusive. This is something that many people have acknowledged needs to be changed. I know that this is not a very common hobby, but I am curious to know if anyone has any other thoughts on this. I'm trying my best to understand Grafenbrenner's theory, but quite honestly, it's been more difficult since it was hard to find anything that laid the entire theory out for me to just read about instead of how most sites try to break everything down and nitpick the theory. If anyone has any tips, feels like they're missing something on Grafenbrenner's theory, totally tell me because I am not totally sure if I have it down correctly or if I'm missing things. I look forward to our conversations.